Hi, this is Carolyn from Carolyn's Paper Therapy. Today I'm going to try to do step 5 of our video tutorial of the Garden Market Journal that I'm putting together with the Garden Market digital kit from My Porch Prints. We've been doing this together through 4 videos, and today I'm going to focus on this is the second page. We're going to focus on the inside cover of that, and then on our envelope that I have saved from my junk mail. So I'll show you this later. Right now I'm going to show you the inside left hand side here of this, on the back side of this cage. What I decided to do was to use this piece here as a side pocket. And this piece is in the kit. It's double-sided and meant to fold over the edge of a page and have a pocket on each side. I did not choose to use it that way because of the layout of my journal, but you may want to try that in what you're doing. So the first thing I'm going to do is glue this down, and I'll just be on the 3 sides. And this lacy side will go toward the inside. This will go on the outer edge. To make a pocket. And what I've chosen to put in that pocket is this beautiful journal card, which is an entry to a floral shop, and this will just tuck right in there. It could be written on the back. The other thing I decided to enclose here is this little booklet. It came printed like this. I cut it out, folded it in half to make a little booklet, and I'll show you what I'm going to put inside it. I decided to use some of my book pages from the garden book that I showed you before. This neat book here that I've had in my library for quite some time is full of great pages, and also some artwork that I will pick and choose out of it to use in any garden journals that I do. It should be easy for you to find a book like that in a thrift store. Well, I just dropped everything. In a thrift store or an antique shop. What we're going to do is glue that down, and then I turned the green lines that we've been using on the inside of our covers, I turned it sideways for space to journal. This is just a piece cut off of one of the other pages that I did. I had excess paper, and then I'm going to put a little word up there. The other side will be similar. So what we're going to do is glue down the 2 book pages. I've torn the pages and inked the edges ahead of time. Again on this side. Okay, we've got our little book ready. And I'll glue this down here. This will give some space for writing. Again, it is ripped and inked. This is just a piece of printed cardstock that was from off of one of the other pages that I have used and had some extra left over. I'll use it to decorate the top, just to make a little banner. And then I picked out the word flowers. That's also from our kit. And I inked around the edges on it also. And over here on this side, I decided to use part of what was left of that side banner that I used, side pocket that I used. This will make a top pocket. I'll have a journal card just to stick in there. So I'm going to glue down these three sides. To make this pocket. I've chosen the words "Pick Me." And then I chose this journal card that came with the kit to stick up in that pocket. Whoops. So that's our little book. I may come back and decorate some more on here, but for now, this is what we've done. So this little booklet can just be pulled out and some journaling done inside it. Okay, so that takes care of that side. And I may run some ribbon and stuff down this way. I'll come back probably tomorrow and show you how I finish this up with ribbon and any embellishments that I want to use. Okay. So this is kind of the hard part. I'm not sure I did all that well on this, and I had to go ahead and glue some things, but I'll try to describe what I've done. This is just a large envelope with a window. And I didn't do the window perfect, but I'm gonna come back and clean that up somehow, and I'll share that with you when I figure out what to do. But I folded it in half. Folded the envelope in half after I trimmed it to fit in our book. Then I folded down. Nothing is glued at this point, so I folded down this corner. And in order to determine the size of this page, I took the paper and stuck it inside here and traced this across here and marked the edges so that I could cut it out. At the same time, I took a piece of tracing paper and I put it in under the window and traced around the edge of the window so I know where to cut it out. So when I came back with this, I cut this paper out here, made sure it fit properly, inked around the edges, and then I took this where I had marked the opening, and I used my X-Acto knife and I cut around the edge. And that's where I messed up. I didn't do it as neatly as I wanted to. So I'll have to decide if I want to trim this with lace or what I want to do to clean it up. Okay. Then when I cut this paper, I had this corner to cut, and I did the same thing. Actually, it came off of this where I cut this across here, and it happened to fit pretty good. So that's a part of this page here, and I glued that down. Then I took this journal card as what would be in behind the window. Rather than insert something to come in and fit behind the window, I decided to go ahead and glue it down. So I decided to use this cloche with the pots in it, and I glued it to the back side of this envelope. This is the inside of the envelope. This is the other side inside. And so I glued this to match this on the inside. So what we've made is a pocket. I hope that's clear because I just couldn't wait until I got on film here to do all this. It just wasn't possible because I had to fiddle with it too much. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to glue this flap down. Then I decided to tear a piece of my book page that I had to fit on here and ink it around the edges. And I'm going to glue it down right here. Then I have this word journal that I wanted to use on here. This is from some other papers that I have out of my box of words. And I'm going to glue that down. I have a little bunch of roses that I'm gonna stick right there. Those are it's a sticker. And then I'm going to glue these two sides right here to this to make our pocket. Okay, so we have our pocket. I think I'll glue this little piece too right here. This was off of a another piece of paper that I had used, cardstock that I had printed and used on another page, and I cut the top to make it into a tag and then poked a hole in it, and I'll probably put some ribbon on there. So this slides down in here. This is a journal card from the kit that I'm going to also slide in here. And I will probably put ribbons on both of those, this one especially, so it doesn't slide down in there. I think it's amazing what you can do with what you would normally throw in the trash. I haven't done a lot with the envelopes, but I sure have saved a lot, and I think that's just beautiful. It needs a little flower or something right there and some ribbons, and I believe this is going to be okay for our opening. There must be a better way to do that, but anyway, it looks pretty good. So that's what we're going to do today, and I'll show you what we've done so far. For those of you that haven't watched every single one, this will catch you up. Yeah, I told you my journals get fat. This is the cover. This is the, whoops, hang on. Okay. This is the cover. The inside front cover with our 3 pockets. This page that I'm just going to put some lacy trim or something up in here on this page, maybe a word or something. This has our side pocket. I'll add some lace down through here and maybe a couple of words. This is our envelope that we've made an angle pocket for a couple of tags. And this is the back side of the envelope that we have yet to do. And then we have done this center portfolio. All this will be fastened together in the journal. And so, the next video, I will show you how I've trimmed these things up. Anything that I add on there, I will show it to you. We'll do the inside of this envelope. We'll trim this up a little bit, and we'll do the inside of this page that has the portfolio next to it. I feel a little frazzled today, and I think It has something to do with the fact that I worked in our church garden, wanting to make it beautiful, and got all the pots in and the dirt in the pots, and did all the weeding and cutting back, and there's little spring flowers coming up, and I put little baby pansies in all the pots, tin pots. And I went back the next day and everything looked great. And I went back yesterday to water everything, and squirrels had not only pulled up all the pansies, but they ate them all. So I got slightly upset, and it's okay. I got some squirrel repellent, and I'm going to plant the flowers again, only I can't do it right now because it's going to storm today. So I came in here to work on this to try to get calmed down, and then this kind of threw me off. So anyway, I'm glad to share with you, and I hope you enjoyed it. And it always brings me peace to come in here and work and put together something beautiful. And then I am enjoying sharing it with you. So no matter what's going on, even if the squirrels eat your pansies, every day's a gift, and there's a lot to be thankful for. And I hope you will find joy in this day, if from nothing else, from watching this video and making something beautiful for yourself. So until next time, have a wonderful day, and I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.